If you're sensitive, skip this one because this word is actually for the Turkish people out there. Let me give you just the pronunciation, and I'm pretty sure that 90% of the people out there will spell it wrong. The next word is probably my favorite word out of all the words that I know in every language. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's your man Rash back with another Turkish video, and today I'm pretty excited because this video is going to be about my top 10 favorite Turkish words. Now, you guys know that Turkish is my native language, but I don't think that that is the reason why I find this language so fascinating. There are several reasons. Some words in Turkish just sound very romantic or appealing. I think those of you who speak Turkish can really relate to what I'm trying to say. For those of you who are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and also hit the notification bell because I post a lot of videos about Turkish, English, Spanish, German, and French. So if you're interested in those kind of things and also in a little bit of entertainment, make sure to stay here. If you haven't watched my previous videos about the Turkish language and the Turkish culture, make sure to hit this link right here to watch the playlist. Oh, and also don't forget to follow me on my social media. I'm on Instagram as well as on TikTok. I also post a lot of stuff there, so I see you guys there too. Now let's start with my top 10 favorite Turkish words. And I either pick them because they have a great meaning or they sound really cool to my ear. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's go. The first one would be ejderha. Try to say that. Ejderha. It's a 3-syllable word, and I probably like the J sound and also the ha at the end. I just love the way it sounds. It basically means dragon. So I also think that the word dragon in English sounds amazing to my ear, but ejderha sounds a little bit more mysterious. I just love saying that word. Ejderha. Bak orada bir ejderha uçuyor. Look, there's a dragon flying. I mean, you can't really say that on a daily basis, but I don't know. It sounds cool. I like it. But also the German word for ejderha sounds cool. Drache. I also like that one. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, the second word on our list is mütemadiyen. Mütemadiyen. Now, this is a little bit longer. It's actually a 5-syllable word. It's not that commonly used, but I really love to use it. It basically means continuously. The meaning is not wow, but it just sounds amazing to my ear, and I love saying it. Mütemadiyen kendini tekrarlıyorsun. You continuously repeat yourself. Mütemadiyen kendini tekrarlıyorsun. Doesn't that sound great? Mütemadiyen. Okay, now the next word on our list is also a very cool word. It is ketum. Ketum sounds again very mysterious, and the meaning is also mysterious because it actually means someone who knows how to keep a secret. So if you think that someone's trustworthy and you can tell him a secret, you would call him ketum. So he doesn't really share your secrets. You could also say that to someone who doesn't talk too much. O çok ketum bir insan. He is a very secret-keeping, non-talkative person. That's how I would probably translate it. I can't really come up with another word in English. I don't know if there is one. If you know one, leave it down in the comment section below. Ketum. I think it sounds great. It kind of sounds like the state of ketosis where you don't eat any carbohydrates and your body starts burning fat. You know, it kind of sounds like that. That's probably why I like it. I don't know. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Now, this word, for the Turkish people out there, let me give you just the pronunciation, and I'm pretty sure that 90% of the people out there will spell it wrong because we kind of don't pronounce it the way we spell it. So, müteahhit. Müteahhit, which basically means contractor, but it's actually spelled like this. So we would actually have to say müteahhit, but nobody ever says it that way in Turkey. We just say müteahhit. Müteahhit. Again, proof that Turkish is not phonetic. As I said, it actually means contractor, and the reason why I picked this word is actually because of two things. First of all, it sounds great. Müteahhit. I just love the way it sounds. And the second reason is it's a different profession in Turkey than it actually sounds in English. So a contractor in English would be basically someone who arranges contracts and who kind of buys a property, or not really actually buys a property, but arranges the contracts for the property and then makes sure that the building that is supposed to be built there really actually gets done fast, in time, whatever, that's actually a contractor, right? But in Turkish, it has a very negative connotation. So it's like everybody in Turkey hates contractors, like müteahhits. And the reason for that is that they actually fuck a lot of things up. I don't really know why, but they're mostly known to be inefficient, people who try to scam others, and I don't know, it's like a negative thing, but I just kind of love the way it sounds. So yeah, that's why I picked it. Müteahhit. Okay, the next word on our list is bilakis. Bilakis is not that commonly used. I don't hear it that much on the streets. Mostly educated people use that word. It basically means the contrary of something. So let's say someone says, oh, so you're a vegetarian, you don't eat meat. And I say, bilakis eti çok severim. That will be, you don't eat meat? And I say, no, on the contrary, I love meat. I really eat a lot of meat. That's what I would say, you know, bilakis. I would also recommend my Turkish people out there to use it because it's a nice word, because I'm saying it because I don't hear it that much. But I love the way it sounds. And it kind of sounds also to me like a fish, bilakis. Sounds like a Greek fish. I don't know why. Am I the only one? I don't think so. I hope so. The next word is probably my favorite word out of all the words that I know in every language because it has a great meaning. It sounds great, and I'm thinking of giving it as a name to my son or my daughter. So this word is vuslat. So first of all, it's a two-syllable word and it sounds great. I just love the way it sounds. Vuslat. I don't know the origin of the word. Maybe it's Persian or Arabic. Someone who knows it, please leave it down in the comment section. But it means, and now the meaning is great, it means that two loved ones meet one another after a long time. The occasion of that is called vuslat. So let's say a man and a woman love each other and they haven't seen each other in a long time. They kind of try to meet, but they can't because of reasons. One day, eventually, they meet. It's a special thing because they missed each other and they haven't seen each other in a long time, and they probably hug and maybe they cry, and that's what you call vuslat. That event is called vuslat. And I think that's great because I don't know a translation for that word in any other language I know. So there's no word for that in English, no word for that in German or Spanish or French. So I think it's great. Vuslat. You should use it. Tell me your thoughts about that word. I think it's amazing. It sounds so romantic and so, I don't know, biblical, kind of. Okay, so this word I think is an international word because it is kind of the same word in English. Agitasyon. Agitasyon. It's agitation in English. But I love the way it sounds in Turkish more than I love the way it sounds in English. Because in English you say agitation. It's just like any other word. But agitasyon, again, probably the J in Turkish and the syon ending, maybe because of that. But it basically means when somebody is provocative, tries to provoke someone or act like all emotional, that's what we would call agitasyon in Turkish. And we kind of use it a lot as an exclamation. Agitasyon yapma. Don't do any agitation. That's how we say it in Turkish. I just, again, like the way it sounds. Not really the meaning though, but the word itself, agitasyon. I probably just love words that contain J's in Turkish because most of the time they sound fascinating to me. I don't know why. Okay, now, if you're sensitive, skip this one because this word is actually, it sounds really a lot worse than it actually is because, I mean, I don't know if you could consider it bad. I'm not really sure. If you're under the age of 18, please do not watch this. No, kidding. So what we call a pimp in Turkey would be pezevenk. And the thing is, everybody knows what a pimp does, right? A pimp has some prostitutes he earns money off of, like the one who actually sells the ladies, right? But in English, a pimp sounds really cool. Yeah, I'm a pimp. I'm a real pimp. I mean, 50 Cent has a song that's called PIMP, right? I mean, pimp in English sounds really cool. Probably also because it has another meaning. I mean, to pimp something, to boost the quality of something, right? You would call it like pimp my car. I mean, pimp has a cool and positive connotation. Whereas in Turkish, it's the exact opposite. We use the word pezevenk as a cuss word. You know, we use it to curse at people, even though it is exactly the same profession. It's 100% the same thing, but it sounds bad. It sounds like a bad thing, you know, pezevenk. We kind of use it to curse at one another when we're really mad, like pezevenk. So that would be, I'm basically saying you pimp, but in English would be, oh, I'm a pimp. All right, man, I know that. It's different. It just sounds bad. It sounds frustrating. It sounds like you're really, you're mad at someone if you use this word. Seni pezevenk seni, you pimp you. That would be like, yeah, I mean, we use that, man. And you guys, you got to get used to it because it's amazing. I mean, even if you really had this job, if you were a pimp in Turkey, I think you wouldn't want to be called pezevenk because it sounds really like someone's cursing at you. So even though, but I've heard, and I want my Azerbaijani people out there to comment on this, I've heard that in Azerbaijan, they call businessmen pezevenk. So that's funny to us Turkish people. I mean, I don't know if this is a rumor or if it's really the truth, but if it's so, I think it's even funnier. Pezevenk in Turkish, we generally use it as a curse word, not really to refer to that specific profession. I'd rather say pimp in English. It just sounds better. Oh man, I love it. But I love the way it sounds in Turkish anyways. Even if it sounds bad, I just love pezevenk, you know. Pezevenk! Pezevengin olayım, you know. I don't know, that's... Hey, editor, cut that one. This word actually is not being used that much, but again, one of the words that I love because of its sound. Feriştah, I think it's Persian. It's a word with Persian roots. It is being used in Turkey, not that much. It's a little bit hard to explain. Mostly people use it again to curse at someone. But it's not a curse word. So how do I explain feriştah? We generally say it this way. Feriştahın gelse bile yapamazsın. So that would be, even if the best version of you came, you wouldn't be able to do it. I'll explain. So feriştah is the best version of something. I'm gonna give you a stupid example, but you'll understand. Let's say you need a cook for your restaurant. And you say, okay, I got this cook, but he's pretty mediocre. He knows how to cook, but it's not that good. And you say it because your restaurant is not doing well. Some advisor tells you, even if the best cook came here, he wouldn't be able to make shit because this restaurant is just bad. This is a bad restaurant. Not even the best cook could save this place. So in this case, we would say, feriştahı gelse kurtaramaz. Right? So that would be, even if the best cook came, even if the best version of a cook came here and started working here, he wouldn't be able to make this place a good place. And now you'll understand why we generally use it to curse at each other, because we kind of say when someone's being cocky, feriştahın gelse bile korkmam. Even if the best version of you came and started pointing fingers at me, I wouldn't be afraid. I mean, look at you. I don't know. It's, again, a cultural thing. I don't know if it's understandable right now, if it's comprehensible. I hope it is. If you got it, leave a comment. If not, someone else explain it. It's a little bit, yeah, feriştah. I kind of love that word because it sounds great and it has a great meaning. So, okay, now I like this word a lot because, again, it sounds great. I mean, mübalağa. Don't tend to say mübalağa. Some Turkish learners try to pronounce that soft G, but you would just say mübalağa. You would just make it a long ah sound, okay, mübalağa. It is basically when someone's exaggerating, right? So if we talk about an exaggeration, if something's too much, if it's exaggerated, if it's a hyperbole, yeah, it's basically a hyperbole. So yeah, mübalağa. Mübalağa ediyorsun. You can also use it as a verb in that case. So you would say you're exaggerating. What you're doing is a hyperbole. What you're doing is a hyperbole. That's stupid. All right, guys, now here you go. You got the 10 words. Tell me which of the 10 you like the most in the comments. I want to read it. I want to see which one you guys like. If you like the video, make sure to give it a like. And if you want to see more Turkish videos, if you want to see grammar videos or more kind of entertaining stuff about Turkish or the Turkish culture, make sure to tell me also in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram because I'm a cool guy, man. Come on. Why wouldn't you want to follow me? All right, see you guys in one of my upcoming videos. Till then, take care.